The arms.
Pause. This video has over 5 million views on YouTube, and almost all of them watch the entire thing. The most replay section of this video is at the very end. Obviously, Joe Fazer is a master of keeping your attention, so I'm going to show you exactly what he does in his videos so you can implement them into your own. The first thing you notice is the title. It's easy to read and very short, specifically only 23 characters long. It's also very personable, How I Grew My Arms by 5 inches. Now this might not seem super important, but it definitely is. How to grow your arms 5 inches in only 3 steps, easiest method. Both of these titles are saying basically the same thing, but the top one seems very robotic, kind of fake. Joe's title is much more inviting. It feels like a person talking to you, not a robot. When you make a title, think about exactly what your viewers want. This is something Joe Fazer does perfectly. You click a video to see a guy grow his arms by 5 inches, and that's exactly what you get. Like fishing, your title is your hook, and your video is reeling it in. If you deliver on your title immediately in the video, you're probably going to catch the fish. Now that your title has hooked the viewer, you gotta keep them engaged. An easy way to do this is with sound effects. Let's count how many sound effects Joe uses in a 10-second span of time.
So I'd say overall my arms have gone from 10, 11 inches to 15, 16 inches. But it really didn't start like that. I want to share with you guys today what I did wrong to build my arms and what worked really well for me.
If you were counting, the answer is 6. That is on average a sound effect every 1.6 seconds. That is a lot of sound effects, but they are masterfully used. Sound effects are kind of an unconscious way of snapping your viewer back to your video. Have you ever been watching a video and kind of space out, like you're really no longer watching the video anymore? Sound effects prevent that. Easy ways to use sound effects like Joe is by using swishes and whooshes when changing clips, and by using pops and dings when things happen on screen. Especially with this part, there is a lot happening on screen, but this is actually one of the easiest but most effective on-screen effects: movement. If I stabilize this shot, I mean, it's okay, but having that little extra zoom in and twist just makes the shot so much better. How you get this effect is by opening up your editing software. For me it's CapCut, which is free. Click on your clip, hit the keyframe button, scroll to the end of your clip, hit the keyframe button, and then simply zoom in and twist on the picture, and there you go. That's your movement effect. I literally just explained it in 10 seconds, it's that easy, but it's so effective in making a better video. Now of course, having great editing on your videos is very important, but if you're gonna talk or have your face in your videos, you gotta have a likable personality. A big part of why Joe has so many subscribers is he seems like he genuinely wants to help people. He's not afraid to tell the truth.
When I make these types of videos, I'm not saying that I'm like the biggest guy in the room. I'm not saying that I'm big at all, really. I'm just trying to give advice from someone who's maybe in your perspective where you're not a genetic freak. In fact, I'm less than that. I'm pretty under average when it comes to genetics. And I'm just going off of what has worked well for me. I just wanted to quickly clear that up. I know a lot of you guys know this, but just for new people who come into the channel, I always like mentioning that. Let's get on with the video.
This honesty and willingness to help is a very powerful tool in becoming successful on YouTube and also everyday life. He's not making this video to gloat about how big his arms are. He's making the video because he wants to help people. Joe always brings some sort of value to the viewer, in this case, teaching you how he grew his biceps. So when you think of a video idea, take an extra second and ask yourself, how does this bring value to my viewers? Now the term value doesn't mean just teaching people stuff. Value could mean making your viewers laugh. Value could mean making your viewers cry. Value could mean a lot of different things. It's all dependent on the kind of videos that you make. The videos Joe Fazer makes are normally quite in-depth and very thought out, but they're also quite short, on average only about 6 minutes long, and sometimes as short as 3 minutes long. If you watch this video for literally 1 minute, you're already almost halfway through. Why not just watch the rest? If you watch a 5-minute video, click and watch another 5-minute video, click and watch another 5-minute video, that's a total of 15 minutes. But Joe doesn't have to hold your attention for 15 minutes, he's just got to hold your attention for 5 minutes 3 times. This is the same reason you could binge an entire season of Breaking Bad in 1 day. You're watching a bunch of small episodes, not one big episode. Joe Fazer uses all these tips, and that's why he's a master of keeping your attention.